Welcome to WGTV. I'm Eric Curry. Thanks so much for joining us today. Wake County has a new director to lead Wake County EMS. We'll have details, plus we'll share with you what's being done to help citizens living in unincorporated areas of the county find transportation. But first, in December of last year, the Wake County Board of Commissioners selected the new chair and vice chair to lead the board in 2016. The chair and vice chair will help set goals and priorities that best meet the needs of the citizens of Wake County. It is indeed an honor to welcome to WGTV for 2016 Chairman James West and Vice Chair Sig Hutchinson. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
As we begin another year, we'd like to take an opportunity for the viewers, especially those that have moved to the county since last year, to learn more about you as individuals and to talk about the board's priority goals that you hope to set and to focus for this year. So Commissioner West, you've been on the board for 6 years now, old pro at this, and this is your second stint as chair. Could you share with us a little bit about your professional and personal experiences and service to the citizens of Wake County?
Thank you so much, Eric, and Happy New Year to all of our listeners. I grew up on a farm, and I earned an undergraduate degree in agricultural engineering from North Carolina A&T. While working with the Extension Service, I earned a degree and a master's in adult community college education and also a doctorate during that period of time. I served as Director of County Operations for the North Carolina Cooperative Extension Service, wherein I worked with all of the counties across the state. I served 6 consecutive terms on the Raleigh City Council up until 2010 when I joined the Board of Commissioners. And during that time, I was Mayor Pro Tem 6 to 8 of those terms.
Okay. Commissioner Hutchinson, this is your first term on the board. Could you share a little bit about yourself, including your professional and public service career, which many folks know that you've been very active in the community for several years.
Thanks, Eric. It's great to be here. I would love to have the opportunity to do that. So my wife and I have been here for 30 years. Originally came from West Texas. We raised our son here. He went through our public education system, and now as a physician, as part of that public education system in Tallahassee, we have 3 beautiful grandchildren. Many of the citizens know I've been active in community advocacy and affairs for 20 years. Early in my career, I started around open space and greenways. I'm really known for the greenway system here in the Triangle and supporting and helping build that out. I've led 6 bond referendums for open space preservation, for parks, for greenways, for affordable housing and for transportation, close to $280 million, those 3 with the county and 3 with the city, working to make Wake County, city of Raleigh, a better place to live for our citizens. As you know, I've been a big advocate for transportation and transit, serving on the Triangle Transit, the Regional Transit Agency Board for 7 years. And so this last year, I thought the best thing that I could do to help move Wake County forward would be actually to run for county commission, which I was very fortunate to have supporters and voters, and was elected last November.
Okay, Commissioner, what made you want to serve on the Wake County Board of Commission?
Well, I've always been, about the only thing I'm really good at is getting things done. And but I'm really good at that. I'm not good at a lot of things, but I'm really good at that. And you know, being an elected official to me has never been an end goal. It's ultimately, how can I make this community better? I get up every day thinking about how can we double in size, which is good, growth is good. But how can we double in size while improving our quality of life? Not just maintaining our quality of life, but improving our quality of life.
Commissioner West, the same question for you.
This job to me is not just a job, it's a calling. It is actually, every day I get up, I'm working on my soul in terms of how I can help people to have a better quality of life. Actually, as I look at what I do here is tied to my purpose, and I connect my purpose to my destiny. And so it helps me to really get a lot of fulfillment and a lot of satisfaction, because I love to see people grow. Philosophy we have with the North Carolina Cooperative Extension Service is that help people to help themselves, to use the research and knowledge base of those two great universities to improve the quality of life. So I think it's tied to what God meant for me to do, and I'm still working on my soul.
As the chair and vice chair, what do you see as the priorities for this year? First you, Chairman West.
Well, there are many priorities. We just left an agenda meeting looking at our retreat, and we all left there real excited. I think that we have some real significant goals that will make a tremendous change and impact on this county for everyone. And we're really committed. We have the talent to make these things happen. I guess you always will think about economic development. So I think it's very important that we continue to attract and retain and grow new businesses because that's kind of the bottom line.
And Mr. Hutchinson, priorities you view as important this year?
Right now, Eric, we're experiencing amazing growth. 66 new citizens are added to Wake County every day. And we see that, Dr. West and I see that as very positive. We want to leave the welcome light on. We feel these citizens have a lot to offer to Wake County, and we want to leverage their intellectual knowledge as well as their physical capital to make our county even better. That being said, that all of that blessings provides areas that we need to be addressing. So I would identify 4 specific things. Number one priority for us is to provide more transportation options by passing the transit referendum that we'll be putting on the ballot in November. Number 2, I think, is economic development and creating jobs. Number 3, near and dear to my heart, is always open space, parks and greenways, which add to our quality of life, which brings many of our citizens here, or keep those citizens that are already here in place. And fourth, something that I'm particularly interested in is building a culture of health.
Thank you. I'd like for each of you to share your thoughts on this next question. Commissioner Hutchinson, you first. For 2016, can you tell our viewers what most concerns you about Wake County? What are you most proud of, and what do you see as the next big achievement on the horizon?
I really don't think in terms of concerns. I frame these concerns as opportunities, and we are so blessed with so many opportunities. And so now, as I said, the question that I get up thinking about every day is how can we double in size in the next 20 and 30 years, and while improving our quality of life, not just maintaining, but improving our quality of life. We need a transportation system that works. We need a public education system that is nationally ranked and second to none in North Carolina in terms of educating our young kids. We are poised to continue to be a 21st century region, and we look forward to living into that opportunity.
And Mr. West, I'll repeat the question. For 2016, can you share with the viewers your concerns about Wake County, what you're most proud of, and what do you see as the next big achievement on the horizon?
Commissioner Hutchinson shared, I think, some of the more specific issues that we need to address, and I do think we are poised to really be great by choice. You can have a positive vision and you can have a negative vision. I think my biggest concern is that we got to have a broader vision, so we're going to have to, I think, be very strategic in terms of making sure while we serve the people locally in each of our districts that we don't forget the big picture and become fragmented.
Dr. James West, Chairman, Mr. Sig Hutchinson, Vice Chair of the Wake County Board of Commissioners, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
Coming up, we'll share with you a program aimed at helping Wake County residents with their transportation needs. Stay tuned.